Welcome to ILC's online classes again. Today I am going to teach you about conditional sentences. And conditional sentences can sometimes be a little bit confusing. Sometimes we mix up the different conditional sentences, and sometimes we put will in the wrong place. I hope to clear your doubts today. So the first conditional sentence we're going to look at is the first one. And that is for possibility related to the future. So an example would be, if it rains tomorrow, I won't come, or I will not come. So the rule for that is that in the if part of the sentence, we have if plus the present simple or the verb in the first form. And in the second part, you use the future simple, will or won't, plus the verb in the first form. So another example could be, if you study hard, you will definitely pass the exam. I want to emphasize that in the if part of the sentence, we don't use will. The will comes in the other part. So if you enjoy this teaching, you will also learn more. Second conditional sentences, I call them imagination, because this sentence is not really related to the past or the future, but it's related to us imagining a situation. An example would be, if I were you, I would call him. Now I cannot be you, but I can imagine myself in your shoes, and so if I were you, I would call him. The rule here is if plus the past simple or the verb in the second form, and then in the second part we have would, or sometimes also could, plus the verb in the first form. Another example would be, if I lived in Delhi, I would study at Delhi University. With these conditional sentences, we can also mix them around. So we put the first part last and the last part first. So like in the last sentence here, you would succeed if you worked harder. The third conditional is relating to the past, and I've called it regret because it's often about something you did or didn't do in the past that you now cannot change. So for example, if I had studied more, I would have passed my exam, which then means I didn't pass it, and now I look back and I regret. The rule is if plus the past perfect, or we had plus the verb in the third form, and then on the other side it is would plus have plus the verb in the first form. If I had known about the sale, I would have bought myself a new phone. And again, we can change it around and say, I would have understood the question if my teacher had explained it to me. So now I hope that you have understood the different conditional sentences, the first, the second, and the third, and just practice using them, and then you will be great at it. Good luck.